What if I told you that right now, this very second, you could tap into one of the most advanced AIs humanity has ever created, and it wouldn't cost you a single cent? Imagine having a partner who never sleeps, never complains, and can brainstorm, write, calculate, design, and even think ahead for you in seconds. Sounds impossible, right? But it's not, because ChatGPT 5 is here, and it's not just an upgrade, it's a full-blown leap into the future. If you think you know what AI can do, prepare to have your expectations shattered. Let's be real for a second. When ChatGPT first came out, it felt like magic. Overnight, students, entrepreneurs, and even casual users could create essays, business strategies, marketing plans, song lyrics, and code fixes at the speed of thought. But as with all new tech, the wow factor wore off a bit. People began using it the way we use Google. Powerful, yes, but predictable. Well, ChatGPT 5 just flipped that on its head. This isn't about faster responses or slightly better grammar. This is about AI becoming less of a search engine with personality and more of a thinking partner who gets you. And the most shocking part? You don't need a premium subscription to get started. The core of GPT-5 is free. That's like being handed the keys to a Ferrari with a full tank of gas and no rental fee. Why GPT-5 feels different. If you've used earlier versions, GPT 3.5, GPT-4, you already know they were impressive. But they had quirks, sometimes missing context, forgetting your last request, or giving safe but overly generic answers. GPT-5 fixes that in ways that make it feel alive, memory that matters. It can now recall past interactions, preferences, and even your tone, creating a continuity that feels like it's actually listening. Complex task handling. You can stack multi-layered requests without it losing track. Plan me a 3-day trip to Tokyo, find budget hotels near Shinjuku, recommend restaurants with vegan options, and suggest Instagram captions. In the past, that would have been broken into separate chats. Now, GPT-5 nails it in one go. Better emotional intelligence. It understands nuance. You can say, write this in a warm but professional tone, like an encouraging mentor, and it nails the vibe. Real-world example. You're a small business owner launching a new cafe. In one sitting, GPT-5 can 1. Draft your opening announcement. 2. Suggest Instagram and TikTok post ideas for the first month. 4. Create a catchy tagline. 5. Generate a short press release for local newspapers. 5. Even mock up a sample coffee menu layout. That's hours of work, done in under 10 minutes. The multimodal leap, one of the biggest game changers, is GPT-5's multimodal capability. It doesn't just read and write text. It can interpret images, process audio, and potentially even video in future updates. Imagine this. You snap a photo of a handwritten note, GPT-5 instantly converts it into a polished email. You record a quick voice message asking it to summarize the meeting notes and draft a follow-up plan. It delivers, perfectly structured. You send it a messy kitchen photo. It gives practical reorganization tips and even a shopping list for the missing items. This means we're moving from talking to a chatbot to having a full-spectrum digital assistant. How this hits everyday life. The power of GPT-5 isn't just for tech people or entrepreneurs. It's for parents who want creative ways to teach kids math without it feeling like homework, students who need concepts explained in plain language instead of textbook jargon, job seekers who need help tailoring resumes for specific roles and prepping for interviews, travelers who want quick itineraries and cultural tips before they land. Scenario: a parent says, "Help me explain fractions to my 10-year-old in a fun way, using pizza as an example." GPT-5 responds with a playful story, suggests a DIY pizza cutting game, and even gives a printable visual chart. Suddenly math isn't scary as it's dinner conversation. The key difference with GPT-5 is connection. It adapts not only to your instructions, but to you. Let's say you're a novelist. In earlier versions, you'd have to re-explain your style every session. Now, GPT-5 can remember. You like short, punchy sentences. You prefer realistic dialogue. You avoid cliches. So the next time you say, "Continue my story," it picks up where you left off without missing a beat. From tool to teammate. What's happening here is subtle, but huge. GPT-5 is moving from being a reactive tool to being a proactive collaborator. It can suggest things you didn't think to ask. Example: you say, "Help me design a workout plan." Instead of just giving exercises, GPT-5 might ask, "Do you have access to a gym or just home equipment? Do you prefer morning or evening workouts?" Should I focus on weight loss, muscle gain, or both? It's thinking with you, not just for you. Why this matters for you, not just tech geeks. In real life, most of us don't care about the technical jargon behind these updates. We care about what they mean for our daily routines. And GPT-5 means no more spending hours researching online. It can synthesize reliable information in seconds. No more juggling 5 different apps. Your writing assistant, translator, idea generator, and tutor are now the same person. No more robotic generic answers. GPT-5 tailors its tone and style so it feels like it's your AI, not just an AI. But is it perfect? Number. It still has limits. It can make confident mistakes, aka hallucinations. And it's only as good as the data and instructions it's given. But here's the thing, the gap between AI tool and AI partner has never been this small. The free factor. Let's talk about the word that makes this a no-brainer, free. We've been conditioned to think the best tech always hides behind a paywall. But with GPT-5, the free version is shockingly capable. Sure, a paid tier unlocks even more, but for most people, the free tool already beats anything they've used before. This levels the playing field. A high school student in a small town now has access to the same creative and research firepower as a CEO in Silicon Valley. The bigger picture. When you zoom out, GPT-5 isn't just a smarter chatbot, it's a signpost, a hint of what's coming. Think about it. We're entering an era where AI literacy will matter as much as computer literacy did in the 90s. Those who learn to collaborate with AI now will have a massive advantage in work, school, and life. Those who ignore it risk being left behind. Thought-provoking moment. If AI can write, plan, create, and even think strategically, what happens when the people using it are no longer just consumers, but co-creators? Will we see the greatest explosion of human creativity in history, or will we drown in AI-generated noise, real-life power move? Here's a move nobody talks about, using GPT-5 as your silent partner in meetings. Imagine you're on a Zoom call, and you quietly paste the transcript into GPT-5. Within seconds, it's giving you a bullet point summary, key decisions, and even drafting polite follow-up emails you can send immediately. No more scribbling notes or forgetting action items, or think about job hunting. You can paste a job description and your CV, and GPT-5 will rewrite your resume to match that exact role's language, dramatically boosting your chances of being noticed. It's not just about working faster, it's about working smarter in ways that others haven't even realized are possible yet. What you can do right now. If you've never used ChatGPT before, start with something personal, something you actually care about. Plan a dream vacation, get advice for your side hustle, ask it to rewrite your CV, have it help you explain a tricky concept to a friend. The more specific you are, the more GPT-5 shines. Treat it like a human teammate, not a vending machine. This isn't just an update, it's a turning point. ChatGPT-5 has taken AI from a clever party trick to an indispensable part of daily life, and it's doing it for free. The real question is, what will you do with it? Will you use it to save time, create art, build a business, or maybe even reinvent yourself? Or will you sit back and watch others race ahead? The choice, like the tool, is in your hands. If you found this breakdown useful, hit like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more insights into the tools shaping our future. Now tell me, what's the first thing you'd ask GPT-5 to do for you?